Hello everyone. This question has been taken from Olympiad Pathfinder Chapter 2 MCQ question number 13. Length of a 1 meter long uniform spring of mass 50 gram increases by 2 centimeter due to its own weight if it is suspended from a fixed support. How much load should be suspended from the lower end of the spring so that total extension becomes 10 centimeter? Four options are given. A is 100 gram, B is 125 gram, C is 200 gram, D is insufficient information. So by calculation you have to deduct which option is correct. Original length means unstretched length or free length of the spring is given as 1 meter. And its mass is 50 gram. So when it is hung from a wall or ceiling, so the spring stretches because of its weight, the spring mass, and that stretch is 2 centimeter. So original length, suppose it was from here to here. It was from here to here, original length. But now since we have hanged it with the ceiling, it has stretched, and this stretch is 2 centimeter from here to here. In the question it is given, it is asking that how much load we should put, we should hang with it. So suppose ml is the load, m subscript l is the load which we add with the spring so that the spring stretch becomes 10 centimeter. The extension in the spring length becomes 10 centimeter. So first of all, you should know that if K is the spring constant and we take because of its own weight, the stretch has delta x1, that is 2 centimeter, and with the load, after adding the load in it, the stretch has delta x, that is 10 centimeter, and let us say delta x2 is this one. So delta x2 is your delta x which is 10 centimeter minus delta x1 so 10 minus 2, that is 8 centimeter. For any spring, if it is having a mass and when it is hung from a ceiling, the extension in the spring is mathematically equal to, if mathematically equal to here the extension is delta x1, so we should write delta x1 spring mass msg, so weight is this much divided by twice the spring constant of this. So this you must be knowing. If it is not, if you do not know, you just remember this. Okay, so when a free length spring of mass m is suspended from a ceiling, the extension due to its own weight becomes the weight of it divided by twice the spring constant of that, the spring. So this is the equation. So from here, K has become msg divided by 2 into delta x1. This is your equation number 1. Okay. When the load is added to it, ml, so it extended further by delta x2. So that delta x2 is mass of the load, means weight of the load divided by spring constant. So this is your second equation. Now in the question, delta x1 plus delta x2 is your 10 centimeters. So we should write this. Total extension is delta x1 plus delta x2. From 1 and 2. Delta x1 is your msg by 2k, means mass of the spring in g divided by 2k, plus delta x2 is your mass of the load into g, that is weight of the load divided by the spring constant. You can use k expression from equation number 1. So msg divided by 2, k will become your ms into g divided by 2 into delta x1 m2g, sorry, load mlg divided by msg to delta x1. So your delta x1 plus delta x2, here this one cancel out, g is cancelling out, 2 will be cancelling out, so this is gone up as delta x1 plus mass of the load by mass of the spring into 2 delta x1, 2 times delta x1. Delta x1 will cancel out from here. So your mass of the load has become ms, mass of the spring, into delta x2 divided by 2 times delta x1. You can put the value here. This is your 50 gram. Delta X2 is your 8 centimeter. Delta X2 is your 8 centimeter. Two times delta X1 is your 2 centimeter. Okay, so gram is left over. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s 8. So ml is 100 gram. Therefore, load to be applied will be 100 gram to make the extension in the string 10 centimeter. This will be answer option A. Option A is the correct answer. Hopefully you understood the concept. This one is important to know that any spring, if it is having a mass and is hanged from a ceiling, the extension in the spring because of its own weight is weight of the spring divided by 2 times its stiffness, that is spring constant. This one. If anyone wants that I should show how it is coming, you can write in the comment box. I will make a lecture on it and can leave the video for your understanding. Thank you.